Also, Rock Shakes has not sent brutal warning to Tinubu, cries out against his shocking plan. What shocking plan does Tinubu have that is affecting the North? We need to know. This is a serious one. The kind bullet when Tinubu receive this period there, it got not pass within the plan for, I tell you, from Chicago State University to internal politics to strike from NLC and TUC to election tribunal and up to Supreme Court. Easy. Easy. So now, what plan has he made now that is making the North to fight him back? Let's see. The federal government, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has received a brutal warning from the northern part of the country after reports emerged that the government is sabotaging the fight against terrorism in the region. It could be recalled that the Zamfara state government called out the federal government for negotiating with the bandits in the state without his knowledge and thereby sabotaging its fight against insecurity. Okay. However, while the federal government denied the allegation, Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal insisted that they had evidence to back up their claim, and subsequently photos of the alleged meeting flooded the internet. Reacting to the situation, the representatives of the northern Nigeria have blasted the presidency, warning President Tinubu and his cabinet to stop playing politics with their lives. Okay. In his reaction, the spokesman of the Ariwa Consultative Forum, Professor Tuko Muhammad Baba, said the decision of the federal government will weaken the rule of law and establish a dangerous precedent for other criminal elements in the country, stressing that this might encourage many other groups to take up arms against innocent Northerners. In his words, the Executive Director of the Resource Center for Human Rights and Civic Education, Dr. Ibrahim Zikirullahi, stated that the situation shows the failure of the governance system under the present administration. Okay, he claimed that it indicates that the security agencies across the country are not capable of stopping criminal elements, or they are not to be trusted to secure the country. He said that singular act is a complete failure of the governance system in Nigeria, because what it presents is that our security is no longer having the capability to deal with insurgency, and they are no longer trusted, okay, to do their work, and it is almost like Nigeria is going into the abyss. Similarly, the national president of the Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Bitrus Kpogu, said, firstly, it is wrong for any government to negotiate with bandits, terrorists, or any insurgent in a country. He claimed that the bandits believe that they can force the government into negotiation, and that is why the banditry has not ended. Exactly. And what this person is saying is true. So the message is coming: stop playing politics with our lives. Northern leaders warn federal government over secret negotiations with bandits. This is serious. Okay, exactly. This is exactly what. But why is the Northerners shouting now that Tinubu is there? Was that not what Buhari did all through his 8 years? Was it not why they gave a Gumi? Gumi was the negotiator, or the middleman between the Nigerian government and the bandits in the north. Was it not what the former governor of Kaduna State was doing? So what are we talking here? So why is it now that Tinubu is there? It's continuing from what Buhari stopped, and it's not they are talking. When Buhari was there doing the same thing, when the present vice president, who is Kashim Shettima, was negotiating bandits in Borno State, what were they doing? So it didn't start today. It started right from when the government of Buhari decided to be negotiating with the Boko Haram and the bandits in the north. That is why the ravaging bandits in Maiduguri, in Borno State, in Niger State, in Katsina State, not so much in Katsina, in Plateau State and Benue State, and Zamfara State have been so much. Okay, so So it is now that their eyes are opening because the PDP governor of Zamfara State has cried out with evidence, okay, even though the government denied it. So it is a very bad precedent that Buhari set. And it's also a very bad thing that Tinubu is continuing the same thing from where Buhari stopped. It's a very, because there's no country, any country that cannot curb insurgency in a short while is obviously a part of that insurgency. And that is what we have seen. When Buhari decided to kill the ESN and the IPOB people, but rather rehabilitate the Boko Haram and the ISWAP and reintegrate them to the Nigerian military, what do you get? So all these northerners are sometimes, some of them are two-edged sword, that two faces. Okay, why is the noise now? Why didn't we get the noise when Buhari was there? It was only this Bitrus Bogu from Benue State was the only person talking from Middle Belt against himself and the former governor of Benue State, Governor Samuel Atom. These are the only two people that have been talking from Benue State, from Middle Belt. The northerners have been playing to gallery because their own was in power. So what are you saying? Now Tinubu is there, is continuing the negotiation, and they are now complaining. This is what you people have turned Nigeria into. So you just eat the breakfast the way it comes. It's quite unfortunate. That is the truth. No country, no nation should negotiate with bandits. If you get to a level where you're negotiating bandits, then the country has lost control of security architecture of the nation. And that is exactly what we're seeing. That Nigeria has lost control of the security architecture of Nigeria. That is the truth. The military has lost that control. And now the bandits are not dictating the tone of things. No. It's very bad. The people that they have killed in Jos Plateau State, the people they have killed in Benue State, the people they have killed in Niger State, people they have killed in Borno State, Zamfara State, they came to Southwest and Southeast to do it, but the ESN in the Southeast refused to allow them operate, and that is why they are sending the military to go and kill the ESN in the Southeast. The same thing, El Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, was doing in Southern Kaduna. Bandits and all of the jihadists were killing the Christians in Southern Kaduna. Rather than helping them to stop the menace, he was rather supporting the bandits at the back end. Gumi was negotiating with the bandits all through 8 years of Buhari government, and nobody, all the Hausas did not talk. This Yoruba Consultative Forum did not say anything about it. Now they are talking. Let them eat the breakfast of what their brother started and what the Yoruba man is continuing. It's a very bad situation. So someone says Jeremiah 1:4 says, evil shall break out from the north and consume the inhabitants of the land. The perpetual hypocrisy of the north will end Nigeria. That is what you know. And that was what they have been doing ever since to get money from government. Exactly. So killing bandits, Boko Haram is anti-North. Negotiating with them, same. So what did North really want? Yes, because it was Buhari that said that killing Boko Haram in the north or fighting Boko Haram is a war against the north, and they will not tolerate it. So they started negotiating. Now negotiation has gotten to a certain level, they are crying again. So what do you want everybody in Nigeria to do for you? Better go and solve your problem. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.